6 after 12, after equal 5 and other categories. Also started as 12 hours later, 0. So why do you need to have given 0 and 10? No longer available. 0 in both of these
That were gay. Just randomly quit doing everything in the middle of streams. That was not cool. No. The internet randomly shut off in the middle of the stream. I apologize.
That's okay. Really? Use the last year's strength to save us. They're saying, Silja, you can't die. I won't listen to you. Silja, thank you. Silja. That devotion essence of water profile. Now we're headed into the right resource actually inside of this one, and we can go around it. We'll go down to this little here, stepping around you just work. This place feels so familiar. The soldier in that tower. Yeah. Once we gain control of our characters, we're then transported all the way to this other one, right? Head on out here. Now we're in the environment. So we've got some things to do in this area. To first hunt for blue magic, and it's right down in this forest here. So we'll get back and monsters that get close. So it's fresh. Yeah, let's announce that. And luckily, they hit my wage straight away with that. So I don't have to wait at all for these ones. But with my different enemies here, there's a good chance that one of them is going to. They are weak to fire, so you can use fire to this guy quickly. Kill them, and they can eventually somewhere they're under the months and everyone's behind. But once that's done, we're actually going to stay around here and fight these creatures.
Fight wild knife here until you get around 20,000 gil.
Into 20,000. Each you fight them, you get 620 gil, so it won't take all 9,000 to get them. Question mark. Imagine what it does is go to the description, just says question mark, so it actually does damage that's equal to the activate minus 1.
Definitely a good way to get your money built up here, finding you guys. Yeah, we're all to about 20. One more time. I'll go on.
So that's how you can trap it. With these three monsters here, just to the north of that area, next to them, we have to fight to look to be in grass tortoise. That's with two ice and so forth. Zoo is the dark product. In the eye,
Okay, just need to zoom.
is that thing. And the same thing as the scrub. So take those things out, you zoom them out to me, and it's what I can see them. It's in my parts, it's in my hand. That's actually shaded in the sense. It's more. That's it. Slowly reduces your scans into one. Go on the top of that. So it's the making of things. It says that this suppress your stance. So you can just deal with that for one ritual efforts. Take your 12. So you can already see it. That's good. Alright. Once you get all those monsters, you can head down to the southwest. Here.
I need to zoom. There you go.
Just a quick save outside of this town and then head on in. You can see I'm about level 14 with all my characters at this point. So just from grinding these wild maps that you have. So we'll head into town. Before we go to any store, we're going to go into the pub. And then there is a piano for us in the upper right corner here. So
Okay, let's go play the piano.
And the piano. Alright, piano skills leveled up. We're a little bit better than we were before. I wish I could learn how to play piano this fast. But now we're making some improvements here. When you go into the weapon shop or the item shop, you can talk to this guy, you can try to buy something, but it's kind of weird because when you go to do something, you can't actually select more than one of anything. And if you try to buy it, you're going to get arrested. There they are. You're in league with the monsters. We saw you all crawl out of the meeting, right? No one tried to deny it.
You're struggling to lose weight, don't make this Brazilian pepperoni using outside vinegar because you're going to end up losing all of this. That's it. You're going to listen like, okay, girls, round your pen and paper because this is literally the last time that I'm going to do this, right? So, you know, I'm not an expert, so I only teach you because, like, for me, right? And now I learned this recipe from my sister Diana.
Oh, horse feathers! My great escape, and it's another cell. That was the last of my explosives, too. Nuts! Oh, you kids think that's funny, do you? Doesn't matter. The name's Sid. What? The same Professor Sid who made those terrible machines to amplify the crystals? Forgive me, that was rude. No, you don't have to apologize. It's the truth after all. I'm to blame for everything. One day, many years ago, I found a faded old tome in the Library of the Ancients. They said that thousands of years ago, the crystals held much more power than they do now. So I studied the crystals at Tycoon, Walls, and Karnak, and I built machines to enhance them. But I was wrong. Increasing their power output only caused them to shatter. Oh, it's all my fault. But why are you locked up? I was too late to save the crystals and Tycoon Walls. Figured I could at least save one here in Karnak. But when I tried to switch off the machine, they threw me in here. Sounds like we're on the same team, you and us. You're here to protect the crystal? Yep, we were asked to. By this. What? That's a crystal shard. How are you able? This is terrible. Terrible. Professor said. What's happened? You're right, all of them. This is correct. What? Turn off the amplifier, but the crystal's power output has only increased. The fire-powered ship. Yes, what about it? Most likely the fire-powered ship is leeching power from the crystal. Professor, please, we cannot do this alone. You have to help us. I'll need these folks to lend a hand. What? If they ever see them back in the meteorite, they're in the woods with that werewolf. They can't help. I guess I can't either. Alright, Professor. You're going to help me, right? I'll go ahead with the fire-powered ship. It's not exactly the same place to be. Get ready to meet me there. I'll be waiting. Okay. 12 of our characters will just make our way out of the castle. Amongst the flames all over the place, they are blocking the treasure chests. So don't even bother trying to walk around and collect anything. You're not going to get anything from this. So you make your way out of the castle, you move around this room and head back up in the north course. Now we're in basement level 1, so let's go up and go up the stairs here. You can just go south from the carpet one. That's right outside. The werewolf! Don't let it in! Scared him off using some Professor Six explosives, but he'll be back. You count on him. Once we're back outside, our main objective is to go into that boat right in front of us, but we're not going to do that yet. Instead, we're going to go into the town again, because now we can actually purchase things in Karnak. So once you go in, over on the right side, there is a magic shop with different vendors here. So if you talk to each of them, you can buy a wide variety of things like spelling, praise. You get level 2 black magic, Lyra, Zara, Nadara, etc. And you can also get gravity stop or time mage. Use of that gravity spell. Boss fights, we definitely want to get that one here. Go for the firepower dagger. The weapon shop does have some upgrades, so we'll buy a couple of beautiful swords. don't really need to buy anything else at this point, so we're just going to leave that where it is. We'll go on over to the armor shop, where there are also some upgrades. So we have one upgrade field, let's buy another one. We'll look at the different helmet options that we have. Definitely good use out of these talons, or cats, excuse me. We'll buy that. Looking at our other options, we have mineral armor, silver plate, silk robe, and then a couple accessories down here. So the silver armor looks pretty good. So we'll buy 3 of those and 1 for gloves. We'll buy 2 of the silk robes for mages. And then looking at the difference between the silver plate and the mineral armor, they're pretty comparable to defense, but I like that there's less weight on the silver plate, so we're going to option buy that one instead, just that our speed is a little bit better. And then we'll just equip that on everyone and head on out. So we've got all our magic, we've got our weapons done, we've got our armor in place, some stuff up here. We'll talk to the guy at the inn. Just take a little rest here. Get all topped up on health so that we are ready for the next part of this game. And one last quick shopping trip here inside the same building in the top left corner. There's going to be the item shop, and you can stop in and buy just a few more items here. I like to have about 10 of all the recovery items. Those Phoenix Sounds of Mary comes in those books. So we started off with over 20,000 gil, and now we're back to about 1,000 gil. So that's why I did that farming of a little money earlier. The game says that we have one missing hidden item in town here, and that's totally fine. We'll get that later. And we're going to take a pause right here. That's in the episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to stay up to date with this video series, please make sure that you subscribe and like this video. Alright, thanks so much. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.
Get Time Wizard up to level 2 and then I'll equip that with the Blue Mage, him or her. Just about to level 2 with him. One more fight here. One more thing with the 50 ball.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to part 3 of our Final Fantasy V Pixar Master Platinum Trophy walkthrough. We're going to pick up where we left off, right outside of Karnak, and the first thing that we need to do is to head on down into the fire-powered ship that is right in the water there. So we'll just head down inside of that, and then we're going to walk in and get to sit. Took you long enough. Just as I suspected, the ship's engines was draining the crystal's power. The engine? Yes. If the engine isn't stopped, and quickly, the fire crystal will shatter. We won't turn it off. This door leads inside the ship, but it'll be tough going from here on. The ship's been overrun with monsters. Good luck. We're counting on you. The spider hey, okay, once we're inside, we're just going to do a quick save, and then we will begin to walk around the ship. So head on the right, down the stairs, and then just work your way around this room, going inside the pillar, and into the stairs right by the torches. When you're in this room, that's the engine room, we're supposed to go through the door. It's a silver door with a little warning arrow on it straight ahead of you. You'll get that, head up these left stairs. This is the first monster that we encountered here. It's called the Crew Dust. This does have the blue magic flash, so if you did not get it before, this is the time you can get it again. So here we get it this way, and it's on the medium, so I have to clear out this one to so usually there's all one thing right now that I'm on status, so this tastes good right now. So we'll just go inside and use eyedrops. That's the case. I'm going to give a pair of some silver spikes to prevent darkness. So about that, or what it was.
Where's my shed?
Okay, and then once all of that's done, to proceed on, and we'll go into the left stairs here. All of these stairs you can walk now to the all to the right, and then all the way up. This to go through the door. It's a silver door. One arrow that's really going to do. Get that and up these left stairs. This is the first monster that we know here. It's called the Moon Dust. This does have magic attached, so you did not get it before. This is the time that you can get it again. So here we get it this way, and it's a lot more convenient because you don't have to use the lever on this one to get into it. Don't do it on top. So unfortunately, we're going to all be blinded right now with the darkness status. So the critical attacks aren't so good right now. We're losing a lot. So we'll just go inside and use some hydrants. If that's the case, I am going to give Ferris some silver spikes to prevent darkness. So we don't have to worry about that anymore. But it should usually works. Okay, once all that's done, we're going to proceed on and go into the left stairs here, all the way against the left wall of the stairs. We're up on the catwalk now, so we'll go all the way to the right, and then all the way up, and in the door. This enemy is called Demeter, and it has a special property that if it's the last monster to die, it will spawn 2 new monsters called owner traps. So you have to get this piece here, so at some point, make sure that Demeter is the last monster dead in the group. Luckily, in this battle, there is the only monster here, so it made it pretty easy to get the last one. But you need to make sure that you do this as something coming during fire from the ship.
Come on, spawn your little dudes.
If those guys are defeated, it's up. stairs. And there's another treasure chest. We'll go ahead and grab that. And now to backtrack, we'll go with everything. So all the way down and all the way to the left. Back down the stairs. But this one is very both for John Lewis and here we're going to continue north. We're going to see a chest on the left side of the screen. So head down the stairs and grab that chest.
Fucking horror. I'm tired of this fucking blinding shit.
Go up to the right side of the screen. Look to head down the stairs. And there's another treasure chest in this room. So just lots of little rooms with one treasure chest. Just got
Fucking moving around the whole thing.
I'll go all the way to the north end of the screen, all the way up and go up here. And this is elevator to be right on the side to go up that to go up the floor. Just step out by going south. And now we're up on another catwalk area, so go to the right, pick up a chest, and then we'll start circling around. Left side and up. We're in another elevator, so flip. Switch. So in this room, we're going to be in this room, we're going to be air belt. We're going to move that, just move around here. The poltergeist is another enemy that's there, and because I've already gotten the old trapped, I'm going to destroy the interfere first. So now it's not going to spend any more crabs. And now I'm going to take on the poltergeist. This is not a difficult enemy, so it's a couple of physical attacks, and it should go ahead and I do have antenna at healing staff, so you get 3 cures from this, so whenever my character takes some damage, I'll just attack that person with healing staff and get cured without using any MP. Just make sure you're not using that on. Okay, so once you're up in the docks here, you just work your way around, come to it, and you'll go around and down another staircase. And in this room, go straight ahead into the door into an elevator. You see this elevator, and in this room, you have 3 doors up top and 4 of the vents at the bottom. So you will start at the 3rd vent to the left, so 1, 2, 3, and head down inside this one. And it will automatically reveal the 6 conveyor belts. And then right next to a treasure chest. So pick that up from a few slugs, head on up that conveyor belt, and then you're just going to do open the floor, walking right without the work. To get back into the 3 doors and 4 vents again. Just read linear path. And this time, get into the room. You're going to go all the way to the right into the 4th dock.
Fucking commercials.
We're going to go to the right and down into the vent. Then we'll work our way around this vent. Nice. Up there's a treasure chest. Go ahead and grab that down the stairs, over the belt, and to the same process. All the way back to the goers and the full fence. So you know the way to get there, but this point, you can follow that map. And now we're going to go into the 2nd dock. So and split out into another room. And here we have a staircase on the right that we want to go to first. So go in there, flip that switch, open a door, and grab the treasure chest from the correct blade. is going to go through the door of the old door. Okay, there's a clear button that can get to the door. Door to find the door. That's where it's going. Go ahead and heal up and save. This room is just a big puzzle room that I'll walk you through it. So start going straight up and then switch on your left. Go to the left, flip the switch, head down. Go around, so flip the switch all the way on the left side of the screen. Go head over to the right, and you're going to start by flipping and switch on the left. That square right next to the switch onto the and flip the switch, it's going to transfer you over the pipe. And then go left to the treasure chest, and then make sure that you save up. Chest so far, but the boss are ahead of us. So we're going to do a couple things before we get into this next room with the boss fight. We're going to start by turning Bard's Hour Mage into a time mage. And we're going to learn skill doesn't go better. This boss. And then I also took Galuf and I turned him into a summoner. Probably not important. You can use the Shiva summon that we got earlier in this fight, and this would be damage, but I think that Blizzara is actually stronger than what we're going to do here. So I definitely make sure that he also had Black Man that that's already learned. And those are the two main things that we're going to do. Make sure that he's got a Frost Rod, because we're going to be fighting a very fiery monster. And this battle can go really fast, but it can also be pretty difficult. And we're going to talk about the second. I had enough for once. reincarnate. What's she doing here? Meddling adults, you shall pay for interfering with my life. System bases up to 150 millimeters. Each extra which swivels any unit size, even with basic symmetries. Hexagonal design lets you decide the shape of your movement speed. With the person, makes it a small or an S-line formation or a sword maneuvers. X-rays adapt to any tactical situation. Even better, it is a 2-inch dispersion. So that you can see when you need to protect the waiting side. It's not enough. The door is going to be like being insane objective. X-rays also body, so they can see the trace of the bodies to try exactly which road is running and which character has that the X-ray system also exploits activism. These roads are easier than ever, even when your bigger models need 2 minutes or 4 minutes. And that's not all. Every hex tray is equipped with a magnet-reactive steel plate, ensuring your models will never slide around or fall out. And that 1-inch dispersion connector acts as an anchor with inbuilt magnets, letting you securely transport your models already invasive and ready to fight. What's that? You haven't magnetized your bases? No problem. You can stop wasting time with epoxy, glues, and box magnets. Provide a full bag basis with a rare earth magnet already glued in place. Full bag bases come in the same standards of the design in the extreme, and the rare bases will simply move the 3-magnet adapter ring to the other side. Simplify your gaming. Line X-rays are launching on Game Now this summer. Sign up and become a VIP today. Best discount and a free gift. Prove as one. Join. Alright, liquid flame. Now, so you can pause it right here for a second and explain that he has 3 different forms. Here. this one you'll want to use Blizzara or physical attacks instead. Then you can move into a tornado form or a hand form. In tornado form, we'll use Blizzara or Kiva, and the hand form will use magic attacks, but we'll use physical attacks for that. And once you incur damage, then it will switch forms. It starts with 3,000 each Blizzara instead. So there's the first grab. Let's get to the damage. Use Blaze to attack everyone of these moves. Right now, it's Kira. I see that it's the tornado form, so I'll use magic and so it's hard to so you got one full each left. Now in hand form, I get to use physical attack and not magic at all. Fire does very strong damage, and it can even use fire on itself to heal itself. That's right now. It's back into tornado form, so I'll switch together. Use one of the Blizzara, and that will take care of the fight. So this fight really fast, it's like a little bit long, if it goes well, but it can also go very poorly. Attacks. I think we just use several places in the row, take the route. So we'll go back to this again, just so that you can flow a little better. So open the ground, take away how it's out. This point, see what it turns into. If it's tornado, use magic. If it's the hand, use physical attack. I got lucky and I can do a lot of damage in tornado form. So I hit that. Magnet just moves. Characters grow moving forward and hit the thing to ferrets. So now that it's back in tornado mode, I can Zara. And then that's going to end the fight. So very quick battle if we go as well. But again, make sure that you save right beforehand. If you're going to go back and all that work. That's okay. And the fight's done. We are completely done with the fire chip. So kind of a quick little dungeon. We'll let it be there for the chests.
I can upload my own photos and create system and it's not limited to just one character. I can maintain consistency and different If you sell products online, this is a total game changer. Create production of product ads in seconds. All you need is one product image, fix ad. Create ultra-realistic virtual influencers that wear your products.
Wait, Karnak. I was being controlled by something. A creature of pure evil. It desires to envelop everything in darkness. Your Highness. The crystals, it's not just the machines that are destroying them. Something evil is using their power to resurrect itself. Please, save the fire crystal. It's in the room, just through that pipe. So we'll follow her advice and go north, straight into the crystal room. Fire crystal. Thank goodness, it's still intact. Gallop. Hopefully it touched the crystal werewolf. Stand down, maybe not here. Not so sure about that. Yeah, say something. What's wrong? Okay. Can't remember a thing. Where the place is Alan? You there. What have you done? Sending that much power from the crystal to smash into smithereens. And this makes 3. One more and the seal is broken. It's no good. The switch is busted. Gallup, I'll hold us back. You four must escape. We only have one chance left. Save the Earth Crystal. Go. Once the crystal shatters, the whole room will go up in flames. Get out of here and protect the last crystal with your lives. Werewolf, we have to help him. Gallup, you're our only hope. The flames are dying. The fire crystal must have lost its power. The crystal shattered. Where's the werewolf? Probably got trapped in the fire. Couldn't get out. We have to hurry. This castle was held together by the power of the fire crystal. Hold up, so now that the crystal's gone, the castle's gonna blow? Exactly. We've no time to lose. You know those smartwatches that everybody has from that one big company? Well, I've never owned one, and I feel like you think maybe somebody's just not good before an accident. Oh God. But fellas, we've got some. This is the carbon on blades. Just a second, I'm going to run you guys through something. You're going to try it. I'll be here all day. Certified military standard 8K. 5% I take exactly. No time to lose. This explodes in 10 minutes. That's right, we have a time sequence here, so which we're going to pause it and make some changes. I'm going to recommend that you take time page off of the page and recommend the page. Some of us know what it is, because when you go back to the page, was a computer. But I want to say, we get a lot of fire blue and time page just doesn't go well, so I'm sure we have very strong characters, because we have a lot of treasure chests and a lot of monsters to fight, and we only have 10 minutes to figure out, so it's working out pretty tight. There's also some cool magic that we can get here if we're lucky. It's not a lawyer, you can't get that later. So don't throw out those things behind the credit. So take a minute to rearrange your characters, making them correct jobs, and equipment to what they are. Very battle. This part is not the exact same failed. I ran out of time in an attempt. I know what that happened. So what you should do is follow along, right? And pause your game to watch one of the tracks. And then pause this video, unpause your game to what I did, and it's going to work this together. And that will ensure that you get all these treasure chests and fight all the monsters, get all the concealed ones, maybe the blue magnets as well. This is a one-time only place, so very clear that you get one shot at this thing. And you want to make sure that you have a save file at the beginning of this, right here, because that's where you'll start this room. And a quick save as you go through it. Definitely wants to get it now. So, just under 10 minutes, I'm going to save my game here. Get started, I'll show you exactly what to do. So let's follow along and pause as we go around it as we go to so making sure that everything's all filled up and that you're somewhere like in this magic. This we're heading up the right. Here to grab a chest in the first cell, and then you go to run around the outside of this room, go into the cell and grab that treasure chest, which is going to be a force encumbered monster. This is a Gigas, it hits pretty hard. It also has the blue magic spell arrow, so if you get hit by it, you'll learn that blue magic, so that's good. And it also has a blue magic called Arrow, and if it hits you with that, then that will be another blue magic. So there's Arrow, it is an upgraded version of Arrow. That's everything there. that first attempt at the arrow. It's a single target, so luckily I do get it in this run. But just make sure that you're trying to kill these monsters as quick as possible, because your timer does not stop around this one. So now I'm heading all the way to the right, and also go up the stairs here. And then in the next room, we'll go to the top right corner and go another group of monsters. This is the biggest. So do the same thing. I found that using this arrow worked pretty good for dealing extra damage to it. And then just physical attacks on it. Luckily, it's not doing a whole lot of damage with its attacks. And they're going to cure items that humans have from living. To cure items that humans have. Okay, now we're going to go all the way to the left side of the room. The rear image of the is dead. So we're all the way to the left side and you see the chest there. The current act is really type enemy, kind of like the wild axe that we probably found earlier. Last video that we did. Close it up with we specifically that thing. Another monster in beings here that really do this. I'm not sure if these encounters are scripted like the past Vegas. I think that it can be a variety of things. So it could be just Vegas or it could be a couple of monsters. Just do your best to eliminate these monsters as quickly as possible because the time that we take. Once you've got that, it's perfect. That's a great thing. We'll go through the north doors and exit. This room has nothing in it, so just work your way around as quickly as possible. Focus to we have 4 monsters here. Sergeant that we have to eliminate, and as well as 3 grenades. So go ahead and take those out as quickly as possible. I'll just use a bizarre everyone to good damage and then we'll bury the enemies and then to a model. So run around here and go and form the center of this room. Here we've got a couple things to do. We'll start by just this one monster. Luckily, it ran away though, so that saves us a little time. We'll go up through these stairs and then immediately through the door, and we're going to be running into this room, grabbing each other.
Really, you fucking asshole. Yeah, this one that's stupid. Let me at that. That's true. My fucking god, will you just let my characters attack?
That's right in front of us. After this one's released, we're going to go to the top left corner of this room and up the staircase, and we're going to run around the perimeter here on this wall section, and then keep running down to grab the front chest, stake there, set up, grab the front chest. There's one monsters, so biggest Karnak and the sorcerer. Sorcerer is a new thing that we have to do here, and I believe that's the last thing that we're going to be finding in this section. So go ahead and hit that sword this flexible. And that time it's to get into the space. Just under 7 minutes to continue on as we've got that momentum. We'll move it back, right? Go away, back to that almost 20 minutes. So once you get here, okay, you're going to go to the right, to try the chest right here in front of here. Those more monsters, so instead of starts attacks, it's our physical attacks, and then
'Fuck you and your commercials.
So once that's done, then head down, and there's a treasure chest right before the door. So open that one up. Exit here. And I'm going to go right in the other side of that room. So there are two treasure chests right in this first section. And there's one in the right corner. So this one will go right, and then grab another one. 6 minutes in. Yeah, so doing fine. And grab that lower right treasure chest again. The sorcerer into Karnak's. Use arrows, use the damage to everyone. Should get a toad right there. So I can help players to damage. Could really be beneficial here. Do get the kill, about 5.5 minutes left. Luckily, we can go into our menu and remove that throwing status using Maiden's Kiss, and the timer is stopped at this point. So now we're going to just give a little bit more MP to balance the magic. So go beside this picture here, you can grab another chest right at the end of that hallway. Which continue to use our strongest attacks to get through this space as possible. It is very annoying that we wait so much to get those shorter tests and minutes. That's what it is at the beginning of this, that you really need to get 14 to self-damage. Unfortunately, I made a big mistake there by using heavy or physical attack for the enemy heal down, so that we get to do more performance. There's still the treasure chest on your way to the staircase there, so go ahead and grab that from the guys in the top right corner is the staircase, and we're going to do the same thing on this side that we did on the other side. So we're going to go all these rooms that will get us to this treasure chest. Well, of course, for the monsters, this biggest here, I think there's one plenty of times for the same strategy here. That's what you can perform. So we're going to physical attacks and we're going to fire up. That's all that it takes to perform this one. And now backtrack all the way back to the room for all those treasure chests. Then we go up the side floor here. Head on out to get to a familiar fight with a nuke here. So these skills are on everyone, just trying to eliminate them as quickly as possible. Make sure that you're also holding circle as you are running around here, and that will allow you to go at a faster rate. If you're just walking at normal speed, you're probably not going to make it in time, so you're going to be running circle. So go as quickly as you can. From here, we're going to just stop it. So we have 4 minutes remaining. We're almost done with this section here. This limit to so make sure that you're healed up. This let's wait very soon here. And to let's go down right before the exit. There's 2 joint tests, one for the left and the right. I did pick up an arrow off right here, so throw that, and that was very likely that's very soon. So don't worry for this step. So for that, we're going to move to the right side and grab the treasure chest here. One more things to deal with. This is this gold to use strategy to get out 3 attacks. So we have 15 out of 15 chests. We are making good time, about 3.5 minutes left on the clock. So head on south out the doors, and we're going to be forcing this battle. This is a very important battle because the sergeant needs to be the last one alive. You have to eliminate those 3 Karnaks first because there is a bestiary entry that is very missable if you do this in the wrong order. So begin by eliminating all of those Karnaks, and then wait, because you're going to learn that this guy is no ordinary soldier. Because we want to see his true form, and he'll laugh at us and tell us that his true identity is actually a famous bounty hunter in Iron Claw. So after that, then he will transform into Iron Claw. And he does have a blue magic that's pretty tough to get. We just need him to use the right skill on us, and unfortunately it doesn't happen. I did not get it here, but that's okay. We're going to get it later on. So if you get it here, great. Just skip out the section of the so that's off. It's what blue magic is that handler. It does a ton of damage and also paralyzes. So Gallup isn't doing so well. What I'm doing here is I'm just trying to whittle down its health and get it close to being dead. Most of the attacks on it. And then I'm just going to wait because I'm trying to farm this enemy here. I really want to get that blue magic, but it's not going to happen. So I've got 2 minutes left, and I told myself I'm just going to wait around here to keep myself alive. Use the check skill and the page to see how much health I have. It starts from 900, but now it has 7, so I'm just going to chill here and wait and hope that it hits my full page until about the 30-second mark, and then I'm going to finish off. So just using it to keep my party alive, and otherwise we're just going to stand around here and look next. Okay, so we made it down to 30 seconds now, and I just wanted to hit the same amount of time, and you need a few seconds after the battle too, so don't put it too close. So about 4 seconds, and now you have to do run south. So, unfortunately, did not get it. It's too bad for me, but like I said, so don't run on it. Crystal shards. You increase your power as well. So resting within the shard, a warrior spirit of Beastmaster. Geomancer. And Ninja. So some pretty good new jobs. We're actually going to start using one of those right away. The good book is there. I just should be able to leave. We get the Courage Essence of Flame trophy for the Fire Crystal section. So what you want to start by doing is going and switching your job from the Blue Mage to the Beastmaster, because we want to get to level 2 in order to learn Troll skill. which allows us to take control of our enemy, and therefore we can direct it to use the attack that we want to learn for our blue magics onto the correct target. So once that's done, head back to the firepower ship. Kaku said, if only I'd never made those infernal machines. Everything, all of this is my fault. If it weren't for me, it's it. Must be tough for me. And then I'll go back to turn that one down. Yes, this is right. So quick go back here. So in internet we got the things to do. We start by going up and to the right. We can go all the way to the upper right part of town here. There's going to be some stairs. So go up to the left and all the way around. And we're going to pick up the one hidden item.
That's right. Let's go pick up the one hidden item. Alright, let's get back on. We have to go back there to get that one, so we're good. Same with that one, I think.
This is blocked off by some fire. So now we can get the flame rod, check it out, and we can go there. Now we're going to go to the pub area, which is right on the screen there. It's in the upper left corner of the town. Unfortunately, we have to run all the way around to do that. So backtrack to those stairs, left, get all the way to the left side of town to go to the pub. And we can go upstairs, it's the upper right corner. And then talk to Sid. Sid! Leave me alone. only I had those in front of the keys. Professor, it was profound. Please, just let me be.
Hey, so you are diabetic, you're the medical doctor, but basically how this routine addresses the reason cause of diabetes and high blood sugar and stuff, and I think that these are the things how to make it up the back. You might not realize it yet, but the real everything started with my wife, who was taking her baby girl simple mental defense step by step video, which is exactly how to switch on this case.
To the US was this frame vessel to itself. And the same thing here, make sure everything is in each way. Because we're going to flame here to the lens, so it's just going to get so it's like that's here. It's very powerful attack to damage all of us. Trying to max being unlucky, save it because it can very easily kill you from just 2 of those in a row, and your team is pretty much annihilated with that too. So you need to use Shiva just to start off. It's more damage. So if you're yourself, just wait around.
Wait, the PC version? Yeah, the Windows. Windows version. Hello, how are you doing? I am doing very well, thank you. How are you doing? There you go, I can be wholesome. Look at that, sleep rules are really good. I got this maybe I'll I've got